Satan has been able to use things like comfort to damage our walk with God and our pursuit of him. So if you choose that you will never do warfare, if you choose that you will never look for Satan's trouble, if you choose that you will never worry him, you will never talk about him, Satan is mandated to come after you. Mandated. He will give you no breathing space. He will give you no time to rest. He will come after you. So the life for the Christian is such that it is warfare. And what we find in the body of Christ, especially in Nigeria, is while Satan has continued to build, while Satan has continued to mastermind certain activities that are happening, whether it's in business, whether it's in education, whether it's in any area of life, the church has not taken time to build us in the consciousness that we are warriors. The average Christian does not know that to succeed as a believer is a fight. There's nothing you are going to receive. There's nothing you are going to be able to walk in. There's nothing you are going to be able to actualize if you do not live in the consciousness that you are in warfare, and that Satan will do anything within his power to guarantee that you never come into the things that God has promised. I have seen people with great promises and prophecies upon their life die outside the place of fulfillment. Not because the prophecy was not strong in itself to bring manifestation, but because they thought that because they had a prophecy and they had a promise, they could go to sleep. And while they slept, Satan was working overtime to ensure that they never became anything in God. First thing I need to say to you is that you cannot afford to be neutral. And as sad as it sounds, we're in a season in the body of Christ now when people don't even know which side they belong. The lines have become so blurred. Definitions are being altered. People can no longer tell the difference between right and wrong, good and bad, what is truth and what is false. It is in that context, in the body of Christ now, that every one of us are hoping that we can succeed and we can thrive. That's the sad reality in which we are operating. Now more than ever, people who understand the warfare that is happening in the spirit must begin to rise. Otherwise, what God put in my spirit for this night is to tell you that if you do not come into the consciousness of warfare and that you need to rise up to become a warrior, you will see the things that God has promised you, but it's possible that you may never enter. There are things that you need to be able to demand for. There are things that you need to be able to fight for. There's a consciousness that needs to hit us in this season. That if it comes to the point where death, and I mean physical death, is what it demands, we'll be ready. You know, I go around to speak in places to young people, and I see many young people lying down, crying, praying. People can pray for 14 hours, some people 72 hours. I see that we can speak in tongues. But when it comes to the matter of whether we can die, it's a different ball game. We have become the generation of people who Satan has been able to use things like comfort to damage our walk with God and our pursuit of him. So lack is a powerful instrument in the hand of Satan now. Lack. Such that the absence of school fees, the absence of money to pay rent, the absence of even a child can become something that people are unwilling to go the extra mile if it means even laying down their own lives. You know the thing about a soldier? He considers it an honor to die for his king. When he joins the army, when he signs up to be a warrior, He considers it. It's as if he signs the deed of his life to his nation. So to him, it is glory to fall in the line of battle, if it so demands that that death will be in defense of the integrity of his nation.